Deep in the dungeons our heroes wait to find themselves in a dark fate. Legends from a Cramped Apartment continues with episode 14.
Even the little one, they was like, I don't like it.
Yeah.
Okie dokie.
No like it.
Okay,
So, you are apparently going to try to stealth this, so...
begin with the stealth.
Gremlin, roll me stealth check at disadvantage.
That seems like a smart thing for Gremlin to do.
I mean, it's your normal stealth check, so...
Wow.
Is it a natural 20?
No, it's
Don't
a
worry about
15.
There's no cover.
Oh. He's just like...
Can I use this natural one to make this stealth check?
And they're just staring at him the entire time.
Please tell me there's the music going
I feel like he's
on.
making his own Pink Panther music.
If it was below 10, I would.
I don't know. I told you guys this wouldn't work. And then everybody was like, no, try it anyway. I was like, that's a lot of nat 20s to roll.
I mean, if you start out with a nat 20, you got that going for you. If you start the first with a failure, I mean, you don't really lose anything.
In any case.
Is there any way to distract them?
Roll initiative?
Nope. Yeah, kill him.
Yeah, it's kind of a question of, like, give me a who's going first.
What's on second?
I don't know.
And
I vote for Arcadius.
And then
Well,
tell me, like,
roll the
how
stealth check
fast
instead.
you're trying to get out of here. Like, is Arcadius throwing open the door and throwing a spell out? Or
So do you want me to
is everybody
become
charging through the door and
glowy distraction of coolness and just fly out of here?
I think
Meanwhile, you guys stood behind and try and sneak in after the chaos.
I think it'd be
Go for
good
it.
for you to go out and just fly out, be flaming ball of sunshine, and we just take off.
Alright.
Like no.
We wait like 15 seconds and then book it.
Why even wait that long? What if they don't follow him?
Well, we give him a chance to follow it.
what kind of
So I
Asmon
think
are
for
you?
the drinking game,
Protector.
it's also when
So I'm gonna
we say
make it
fair or
so
accurate. We should also do when you do
extra
your
5 radiant for one person per turn.
Okay.
Okay, well, I guess we're doing this. I'm gonna take my action, and I'm gonna sprout some beautiful white flaming wings, and my eyes are gonna glow. And then I'm gonna move out of the trapdoor and immediately to the doorway.
Well, that's an interesting sort of thing going on there with the doorway.
Okay.
You fly to where the door is, and it like sort of doesn't leave the building like you might expect it to.
Okay.
It doesn't quite go anywhere. It sort of doubles back around and
Back in the church again?
back into the town hall, like the main space that you're in.
Oh, it just comes around and it's like Pac-Man?
Okay.
Yeah.
How tall is this room? Is this like a cellar? Is this like a...
No, this is like a room. This would probably be where town meetings were held. It's fairly large and open.
Okay. I'm gonna fly then...
What are you?
There's another door.
What are you?
Protector Azumon.
No, what class? You're
Sorcerer.
Sorcerer.
Do you just spell magic?
I do not.
It wouldn't matter.
I mean, could dispel the 14th level spell again.
Yeah, but it's not a spell. It's a lair effect.
I guess then I'm gonna
No.
be...
Oh god.
Fun. 15 feet in the air. If I'm not able to do so.
There's other.
So hold on. So I assume I come up, I go to the doorway, and it just kind of
You go.
pops me back in the room.
Yeah, like.
Kind of in a funky. Is it like I'm traveling through a thing and it comes out later, or is it I run through the room and I come into the other side?
No, it's like a passage.
Okay.
It leads back into the room. And there's now that you're up there, you can see there's other openings around the room.
Okay. Is there anything else in the room besides the various creatures?
Well, there's the 7 creatures. Which brings us to the part where we roll initiative.
Very fair.
That's a good start.
Okay.
Last.
You'll go last.
9.
That saved me 2.
16.
7.
Okay, so it's gonna go me, Jesse,
And then the rest of you fools.
Jacob, Daniel, Caleb, Duncan. Yeah, so 2 hits and a crit from the 7 attacks on you,
With me activating shield,
with you activating shield.
those would have been 4 hits in the crit.
5. Yes, 4 hits and a crit, and 2 misses. Okay,
4
so
hits and a crit down by the creek.
the crit deals 12 slashing damage, and I need a con save from you.
So what? I'll con save for the...
Concentration, not concentration.
Well, it's a critical fail, so...
Okay, you're paralyzed.
Yay!
Oh, God.
So yeah, now these are all crits.
Oh yeah, that's the thing that happens. Actually, the 20 was the last die I rolled.
Okay,
So, we'll... The other 2 deal 6 damage each, and they would have also just been paralyzation. You're paralyzed.
5 damage each.
6 damage each, so you take a total of 24. Yeah.
Do I fall to the ground?
You do, in fact, fall to the ground. It doesn't deal significant damage. So they all teleported up next to you to hit you.
Okay.
Because you were hovering. And that's the end of their turn. So,
Do they fall to the ground?
they do, in fact. They fall right around you. And you're paralyzed. You can repeat the saving throw at the end of each of your turns. So, Jesse, out of the trapdoor, you saw your friend go flying out the door, zip back around, get gangbanged by the tiny scary guys, and it's your turn.
Okay.
You're
So,
carrying the goddess, right?
yeah, I'm carrying the goddess, but I think I might have to put her down.
Maybe go last.
It's a valuable option.
I mean, I did cast Sanctuary on her. So there's that.
You can hold your turn.
Yeah, I'll hold my turn till after the tabaxi and see what everyone's doing.
Okay, I think the Tabaxi's next.
Spax is going to charge up the stairs.
Alright. So Tabaxi charges up the stairs, and these 7 little guys around your now fallen sorcerer friend Acadius.
Do I have any idea what these things are?
Roll me a nature check.
No, I don't. I have no idea what these things are.
Okay.
But I'm going to run up and try to smack one anyway.
Okay.
That's going to be a hit. And probably a hit.
What was it,
22
like an 8? Yeah.
22 was the low one.
Yeah, that's fine.
I'm not going to smite though.
Okay.
For 14 plus 8, 22 damage.
22 damage. Okay. That's
That's
it.
it.
Alright, I'm
Kayla?
Yep.
I think. What'd you have?
7.
Are you taking your turn now, Jesse?
Well, at this point, Spaxy seems to be getting in the fight, so I'm gonna have to get in there as well.
Okay.
I'm going to leave the goddess at the top of the staircase, right in between these lovely ladies and the fight. Be like, watch her. Didn't run into battle. My 2 hand axes and slash stabby stab.
I hope you're not stabbing with axes. It's not very effective.
Well, that's a nat 1, but I already have my nat 1 chip.
Okay.
This is not
He
going
did
in.
in fact try and stab him in
Offhand?
the neck.
Is that a bonus action to use my offhand?
Yeah.
18.
Yes, that hits.
Great.
I'm assuming you're attacking a different one from
Yeah.
Sun.
Yeah, I'll go to the other side of Acadius.
Okay.
Now, my hand axe has a 1d6 plus 8 written down on my sheet.
hit,
Which would be
probably.
correct if you were using just one of them, but you have the dueling fighting style. That was your offhand, so it's just a d6.
That's right. So that's just 4.
And also, your dueling fighting style doesn't apply
Nope.
when you've got both of them equipped.
That's exactly right.
So how much
that-
damage was it?
So that's 4.
Okay, 4 damage.
And then I'm going to action surge. Try to hit again.
Okay.
Remember, you have 2 base attacks.
Oh, that's also true. As
Oh, that's right.
As a fighter at 5th level, you
Sorry.
Ooh, what about?
All right.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and roll my second base attack. Does 21 hit?
Yes.
9 damage.
Okay, and that's not plus 8, right?
No, that's plus 5.
Okay.
Your damage also should. Oh, dueling, right?
Dueling, yes. So I'm not going to action surge this turn.
Doing this too.
Yeah, he's
Max strength plus 2, and plus 1 weapon.
If he's only using
it's a
his
plus
dual
one
weapon,
weapon.
it should be
Yeah.
plus 6, not plus 5.
Not plus 8.
Yeah, so he said plus 8, and then he said
Yeah,
plus
you
5.
said not plus 5.
you have max strength, correct?
No.
I'm just saying, he said plus 8, and if he's only using
yeah,
dual,
that's
he should
wrong.
drop
You
it
should
plus
not
6.
have plus 8 damage.
I'm aware that plus 8 is wrong. I'm saying it should be
should have
only
plus
drop
7
to plus
damage.
6 if you
Yeah.
lost.
Plus 5 is correct.
You said
your
plus
sheet
5.
should say plus 7 for the
You
dueling.
misspoke there.
Yeah, I'm assuming I messed something up thinking it was about proficiency.
Probably.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Good to go.
okay. You had the same. I don't care who goes.
But I mean, it's easier to just go in order. So Danielle.
Daniel,
Do I have any idea how wise they are or what the hell
Nope.
they are?
you haven't even seen him yet because you're still downstairs.
I'm gonna cast slow.
You can't see him. You going to the top of the stairs?
Yeah.
Okay. You can now see them. You need whiz saves for slow? Mm-hmm. Pass, pass. Fail, fail.
Okay.
Pass, pass, fail.
Almost half.
I've done worse.
Good.
I'll concentrate real hard on that. And watching the goddess.
Alright, so you said the goddess is at the top of the stairs, like
At your feet.
at my. But I'm not out of the stairwell yet.
Yeah, no, she's still at the bottom of the stairs. It's fine.
So, like, if I come out of the truck, I have to step over her, basically, that top of stairs.
Yeah,
Or do you feel like
basically,
on the
yeah.
top step?
Yeah, on the top step. So that,
So if we need to shove her back down, she can fall down the stairs, we can close the thing.
yeah.
That top, okay. I'm gonna come out, and I'm going to shatter. Well, I'm gonna come out, move away from the. So we're not all yet, clumped.
Okay.
Get out, move, and shatter, trying to avoid Grimum. I don't know how many.
Just Grom?
Just shatter
No,
the cone.
trying to avoid Grimum.
Right. You're just
Is
trying
he the only
to.
one in melee?
He's in melee.
All the
He's lying
melees are in
prone
melee.
between all of them.
Just do it. Just do it. Make him take it. It's
But
fine.
thank you for your consideration.
Yeah, no, fuck it. Shatter. Sorry.
Okay. Con saves from you gentlemen.
That's a natural 20.
Yes.
That's it, please.
That's a pass.
Is it?
Yeah.
80. Yes.
17 on the die.
Okay. Pass, pass, fail,
Right.
fail.
You can't just make that assumption if I don't know what you rolled.
Pass, pass, pass.
Did you pass or fail?
I thought we were avoiding Grimum.
Well, I thought
And
it
then
was
she
just
said-
you in melee.
And
Yeah.
then she said, forget that.
Okay, yeah, I failed.
Okay.
So high, and then save us all.
Where did all
How
my
did they
games
do?
go?
One fail.
Oh, 2?
On 7?
-2 to AC, though, so that'll be good for 3 of
You
them.
need to take RD20s.
And dexterity saving throws.
Oh, that's 2 ones and an 8.
10!
Okay. Noted.
And then I'm gonna give the Pally Bardic Inspiration.
Okay.
So here's a D8 for you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Oh, yeah. Oh, you're not down. You're just paralyzed.
Yeah.
Okay. On that note, it is your turn. You may make
Well, I'm gonna give you this chip I was wearing.
saves. It's only for skill checks.
This is so. Those are useless chips, in my opinion. It's a 8/16 on the die.
Okay, you are no longer paralyzed.
Okay.
It's useless.
But you are still prone.
How about to stand up? I can't. It's another turn. It's
the end of your
stupid.
So
Next, you're gonna start casting
Can I
save
say
spells.
something?
yes.
Back up.
Okay, he says back up.
Because
Goes,
I
ow.
might just like kill everything, including myself, and you can just dump me in a well.
Okay.
I'll dump you down with the river.
That's gonna hit. That's a 24. Or 23 rather. 19. Are you shielding?
If you're rolling 19s, no.
That was total.
Okay.
You would stop that one if you shielded.
I'll shield.
Okay.
Shield is useful. We can't all be like Jacob and have AC 23 someone.
Shield brings your AC to 21.
AC 20.
Okay, so that's the second hit, and that's the fourth attack. No, fifth attack.
Can't you just like add shit on there? Do that one point like 22.
I can shield of faith, but I can have sanctuary on the goddess.
What does Sanctuary do?
If
Okay,
they're going to
so,
attack her, they have to make a whiz save. If they fail, they can't make
3 hits
not
make
the
7
attack.
attacks with advantage because you're prone. So better than last time.
A little bit better.
My goal here is keep the goddess safe.
8 damage and a con save.
It's
The 20, not natural.
Okay, that's a pass. Whatever. 4 damage and a con save.
Oh.
Jacob's close enough for your aura now, so.
Oh, okay. So that's a 17.
Okay.
Can we just tell us the DC on that?
11.
Oh, thank God.
7 and con save.
Yeah, that's a above 11.
Okay.
I like that.
How much
number.
for that?
That's above 11.
7 damage.
7 was the last one.
I am down.
Okay.
Oh.
But I absorbed 14 attacks.
Why,
It's
thank
true.
you.
You did.
Enjoy.
And then
He's like, get away! And then he goes down.
6 seconds here. Go back, gut.
And he's
And
and one of them recharged their special ability.
Oh, fuck.
you don't have any boobs left?
Nope.
that's what happens when you lay hands
When you
on
have
the
religiosity.
Yes.
In character.
I know.
So Jacob, you're first now.
How many can I hit with a moonbeam?
If you're willing to kill your companion,
Without killing my companion.
like 3.
I mean, if you have a goddess here, which I'm banking a lot into.
I think we all
I mean,
are.
they're all surrounding a 5x5 square. You can hit them all.
You start your turn. Make me a save, please. Wisdom.
Moonbeam
Oh,
is a fried Acadius in the middle.
Whatever.
10. Okay.
Okay. You are frightened.
Well, looks like I am casting moonbeam.
Okay.
Yep.
And then I'm going to zigzag it across as many as I can without hitting allies.
You get 3.
I cannot. Oh no, it's my action to cast it, right?
It is your action to cast it. It's also an action to move it. And also, I don't play the tag game. You get the cast damage. You don't get to zigzag it.
It's the first time they enter it.
Yeah, no. Moving it over them is not them entering it. That's the ruling.
Okay. That's not how we run it in the
That's
past.
how I've always run it.
Okay.
You can tag him at max twice around with the cast.
Not the same ones.
Yeah, so basically there's a circle of them, he's gonna go around in a circle.
Yeah, and he'll hit himself and you and Grimum if he does that.
Okay, but
No, I'm not trying to like zigzag and hit the same one a bunch of times.
He's not playing ping pong, he's just going.
I'm hitting other ones.
You get the cast, and if they start their turn there.
Okay.
That's how I always run it.
Sure. That's what I'm gonna do, so give me con saves.
Okay. Holy shit. What's your DC?
13, then?
3 passes.
14.
Oh, okay, 1 fail.
Oh!
17 damage.
Nice. One that failed dies.
Cool.
Having already taken
Are
some
they shape
damage.
changers?
No.
Okay.
Jesse.
I'm gonna swing my hand axe at the one, and it's gonna hit it's gonna hit at 19,
Yeah.
and he's gonna take 9 damage, and I'm gonna swing again. And that's gonna probably hit since that's 20,
Yep.
and that's gonna do 8 damage.
Okay.
And
Offhand?
Yep, I'm thinking about that. Yep, offhand it is. That's gonna miss.
What is it?
It's a 3 on the die.
Yeah, that'll miss.
Yeah.
Daniel?
Can I tell which ones are slowed?
I did not designate which ones were slowed. So we'll say that the 3 of the ones that are still alive are slowed.
Okay. Is there a method in which I can create a lightning bolt that hits the 3 of them that are slowed and nobody else? Or, I'll
No.
take another. Okay, how many can I get with the most damage without killing Arcades?
Well, to be fair, me taking damage from spells like that is 1 fail.
It's true.
Spells like what?
Wait, you're down. You have a nat 20 chip and a nat 1 chip.
Oh, yeah.
Oh no.
Give me this.
So, is that 1 success and 1 fail?
1 success, 1 fail.
That's no longer.
Like save spells like Constitution and some spells. So, Lightning Bolt would only give me 1 fail.
Oh.
Yeah. No, it's only melee attacks that are 2 automatic fails.
Some crits,
Well,
which are technically all melee attacks.
all melee attacks auto crit.
Yes.
So,
But to be clear, so you could also crit me with a ranged attack.
And then you'd have 2 fails.
I currently have 1 fail, yes.
But not with a lightning bolt.
If you lightning bolt me, I'll have 2 fails.
Yes. Which seems like a lot of fails.
you could hit like 4 if you were willing to lightning bolt him.
I mean,
How many good would she
Yeah,
if she
you-
wasn't?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're right.
we have someone with healing.
If she
You're
doesn't
right
want
for
to hit
that
any of
chip,
her
so-
allies, 2.
What
The
about-
best option to like,
We really should have mapped this.
yeah.
So,
Do it anyway. I have healing word. I'm gonna boop him up anyway.
it's laser.
Just laser beam him.
There.
Cadius is not one to shy away from pain.
You did
especially
start your
when
turn though,
unconscious.
so I do need a whiz save.
I did not start my turn.
Yeah.
So I never had to do a save.
You should have also given me one.
Nat
but-
20.
Yeah, you're fine.
Your
Can I get you? No. Okay, go. What was I making a mistake for? Do I know?
Layer effect.
Frightened.
I'm sorry.
Yes.
You've been hit with
That's what he gets
moonbeam.
4. How many of those are
I
slowed?
hit him with the moonbeam.
Oh.
2.
Oh yeah, I
That would
said.
be dead.
Yeah, no, I said
Yep,
if
let's
you
do it.
were to moonbeam, you'd move it to find a
Dexterity
save
saving
It's
throws,
just
and
like
then I'll have a -2.
And if I dragged it over him, apparently it wouldn't do damage, so.
This is true.
Right, but it was if you hit all.
Yeah.
You did right this second, yeah.
Okay, so it's 2 passes and 2 fails.
I think lightning bolt is a better use of that 1 fail I can take. That would be.
Yes, but Moonbeam wouldn't damage you if
Especially
you just
since
dragged
Moonbeam
it.
would hit you twice.
So the idea was drop it right on me and then hit everyone, including me,
Yeah.
which would be the one fail everyone takes damage. But I think the lightning bolt is better for them. No.
It's very good.
Sure.
Wow!
You roll a bunch of ones. Oh, my goodness.
5 ones.
10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 17.
That is weak sauce.
Oh my.
On the outside, you only get 17. No, you just get one
Well, I mean,
failure.
that is their
At
failure,
this
so
point,
it doesn't.
you
It could have been
just
50
need a failure.
damage. Could've been
Well,
47
actually,
damage.
if she dealt enough damage to get you to your negative max, you die.
So you could have done 46 damage.
That seems.
Kayla?
First off,
I don't know what to tell you.
what are these creatures? No.
Yeah, no.
Well, I rolled an 11, but I'm
They're
assuming it's
beasties.
not enough. Okay. Bonus action first. Boop. Healing word. You take 6.
Sweet.
Rise. Okay.
Rise, my creations.
Oh my god, if I get 4 next, I can just like do the reverse of how I lost them.
Nice.
Or, take 6.
Or you can take 6, to be honest.
Let's go ahead and use my last shatter. Are the same ones that I hit the last time still up?
Yeah, so if you'd like to, you can hit all of them that are still alive.
You also hit.
You'll also hit
I got
all of
6
your
hit points now.
teammates.
I mean, have they even taken hits yet?
Aren't the two of us just on one side, though?
He said he went to the opposite side of the circle.
Yeah.
Oh.
But for punishment. You haven't taken damage. I'm already up.
I mean, she could hit all of them and 2 of us.
Can I see your...
This is true. All of us and 2 of us. All of them and 2 of us.
Move it slightly farther in one direction.
Yeah.
To hit either me, not hit me or him.
I suppose that if she wanted to, she could avoid hitting one of her allies.
Hey, it's better than hitting 3 allies than 2 allies.
Exactly.
I'm more than willing to take
Okay, so
the
think of it
hit.
this way. You can hit us, or the 6 creatures still remaining can hit us.
Yeah.
And possibly paralyze us if they're critical damage.
Alright, Lego. Shatter everybody. Everybody make me con
Well,
save.
which of us aren't you hitting?
Yeah, choose one you don't want to hit. Because you get to choose one.
Choose Jacob.
Yeah, I mean, I'll just pop him back. Well, yeah, I'll just pop it back up. So we'll go with Pally since we get bonuses from him.
Yay, bonuses.
Yay, bonuses.
15 is no easy.
Alright. So that's
9, 10, 11,
What type of
2 fails,
check?
4 passes.
17.
Is it Constitution? What is it?
Con.
Woo!
2 fails, 4 passes. Okay.
I passed.
I'm not hitting you. I'm hitting you.
No.
No.
You're hitting me, and you're
Popping
hitting
out of
Grimlock.
the door.
Cadis and Grimlock are taking a hit.
Alright.
Cadis is taking many hits today. That's okay.
7, 15.
Okay, so like 3 of them die.
Ooh.
Cool. I already used my... Yeah.
Achilles kills over.
Oh, by 2
Damn it!
points.
I just fixed him!
I fixed you, now I kill you!
It killed his failed save.
This is true. I now only have 0 saves instead of 2
Woohoo!
or 0, whatever, numbers.
So you like pop up, I like, whisper in your ear, you pop up!
Make me a death save.
Okay, I can do this.
Can
I
you?
believe.
That's 20.
That's critical
So that's 2 fails.
fail. Yay!
Oh, okay.
Alright, so we're back where we were. Except now it's their turn.
And there's
And I've been popping up and down.
Speaking of which, are any of us still alive in my moonbeam?
Yes. One of the ones in your moonbeam would still technically be alive.
Alright.
Sort of.
Can you?
That's an auto fail because you're down. You want it, or you want me to just
don't
leave it
want
here
it.
in the box?
Leave it in the box.
Yeah.
He takes 5. Minimum. I rolled an 11.
Yeah, he's dead.
Okay, cool.
So there's 2 left. Now the question is, do I
Come
want
at
to
me.
kill Acadius?
Do you want to kill Achilles?
The answer is no.
He
The
wasn't
answer is,
looking
oh god,
for
scary
celestial.
Paladin, scary fighter, scary bard.
Yeah, no.
Hey,
To be honest, though, I did absolutely
You
nothing to
haven't
these
hit him
people.
yet.
They're gonna go for the fighter.
Yeah.
Oh, you're right.
You slowed them. Oh no, you
No, I
let
lightning bolted
You
you.
You're right. I forgot you let me.
For like no damage. Appreciate
That's
That's
that.
why you're not scared of you.
What's your AC, Groom?
17.
Yeah, you're gonna hit. You're gonna get hit.
That's why
Okay.
they're not
So make me a con save.
I like con saves.
Don't forget you have menstruation.
That's
First I have to
17.
miss.
Yeah, that's fine. You take 8 damage.
8 damage, okay.
Where did I put that die?
You better have it.
I'll find it.
Oh, and
Uh oh.
It might be in the blanket.
Shit. The D6 is coming out.
Can I go?
This is regen.
Oh no, it's over here. I had it separate.
Look at you being all smart and such.
Achilles is having a
I'm
great
forgetting
day.
what I did with it.
Yeah, but it's still out. You're not like chilling with it in your lap.
It's a great
Grimmo.
day to be
No.
downed.
Son,
Yo,
it's your turn.
I'm a smack.
You smack.
wait.
Well, yes, with save.
I want to keep dice
I'm good.
Mine.
Okay.
on your
First one.
We should get you a new set.
18.
Well, that's me.
Or
No, and then I just rolled another nat. Oh, it's okay.
no, we're still up.
Yes.
Let's smack it again. Hit.
Okay, it's dead.
Yay.
Grab him.
Yeah. There's only one up, right?
Yep.
You
Alright.
got this.
Smack him once. I
That's what I'll do.
miss. Smack him twice. Nat 20.
Yeah, you just don't worry about it.
You have a chip?
Yeah, I would like a chip.
Nice catch.
Thank you.
Congratulations. They are all dead.
Alright, Grimmum is actually going to make a nature check on these to see what the heck they were.
Seems fair.
And he fails.
You have a nat 22.
That's true, but I already rolled.
Well,
Never gonna know what these things were.
Katie says you have to try. Katie is also unconscious.
So
I healing word him back up.
Nah, he's fine.
I'll be fine.
Why?
Yeah.
Okay,
Oh,
so
yeah.
does
One on the
Acadius
die.
want to give it a shot?
Yeah, sure. Give me a second.
You got that nat 20 chip that you keep cursing.
No.
Not
he
anymore.
doesn't.
That
I
way you went
lost
down.
it. Yeah. Was it nature?
Yeah.
Oh my good
Yeah,
God.
it's a 6. It's a mysterious creatures.
Did you try it?
no.
You have a chip?
Yes.
Yes.
There's
Use
one
the
in
chip.
her hand.
I never get chips.
Just
you don't
use the
understand.
This is where you use them.
We have all failed on this check.
You're our last hope.
I'm gonna touch
Every
myself.
one of us.
It's at 5 hit points.
You gonna do that in the middle of God and everybody?
These are mean locks.
Mean locks.
They
They
are
are in fact
fey.
mean.
As Acadius would know.
My old friends, I'll never see you again.
With that,
Wait, they're actually Fae?
yes.
I might actually use the Oath of the Ancients Paladin Channel Divinity for once ever?
Are you Oath of Ancients?
Yeah.
You could have, yeah. Yeah, no, they are called mean locks. They are small fey. They're kind of nasty.
Oh, crap, like.
They are spawned in places where great fear occurred. And their presence warps their environment, which is why there's exits to the room that don't actually exit the room.
Cool.
Alright, let's make a break for the well.
It takes you a little while. You have to figure out which one of these is actually the exit to the room.
Okay.
You do eventually find it, which gets you to the front door of the town hall.
Who grabbed the goddess? Okay.
I
The only
will
person who
continue
could
to
have
grab
grabbed
the
the
goddess.
Just double checking we didn't leave the goddess in the stairwell.
You could have.
She's still comatose?
Were there any windows?
I like.
Yeah.
I do a sternal rub every once in a while.
Okay, there's just mayhem in the main square.
How far away from the well am I?
Like a 200-ish feet to the well.
So, Cadius can suicide bomb above the well, and he is watermarked.
Are you not? Cadius
If he can get
is
there.
no longer flying.
Yeah.
Cadius would need a long rest before he could fly again.
Alright. I'm gonna do something stupid.
There's something
That's
in there.
abnormal.
Do it.
Well, first, can you guys pop me up to full HP? I think I'm gonna need it.
I'm almost out of spell slots. If you,
I can.
Somebody has some potions
I'm
somewhere.
down 5.
okay, I have one of my healing
down
potions.
5.
Yeah, but I'm gonna need it.
I'm down 47.
Okay, before I give you a healing potion, what are you doing?
I'm gonna jump out the window and climb on the roof.
Okay.
What?
So they're going to teleport there.
Because he likes dying.
I'm the
So-
distraction.
Wait, so hold on.
This doesn't seem
Assume that there's
In
more
the
than, like,
case you
20
do in
spells.
fact die, how are we supposed to get you?
You're not?
Okay, well. Enjoy.
Grimum looks to Sun and he's like,
Sun
I
has
wish I
one-
could help you. And just heals himself.
I have one goal here. Save the goddess.
Oh my god.
Tear up to yourself.
Jesse.
savage.
I'm a fool.
Okay, but hear me out. When I get the running to the top of the roof thing, there are probably more than, 2 hands worth of creatures
so is
in the
there-
square.
Yeah?
They're not
Are
all
all the creatures-
800 of them going to teleport up to you.
Why not?
I mean, they might.
I mean,
Are
they
all the
might.
creatures in the square?
But it's going to bubble over and be in our way.
There are all kinds of creatures in
I'm
the
gonna start
square.
roof hopping.
Make me a nature. Anyone who's looking at the windows, make me a nature check.
These fucking dice are useless.
11.
13.
2.
I don't think I can get up that high.
No, these are normal
not-
windows.
Oh.
I see the PHP.
There are other wells. Yes. Are the creatures probably by those wells? Or are they all congregated in
Okay.
there?
So now that you've got a decent point to sit and watch for a little while, the things that are moving really stupid fast are quicklings. And there's red caps stomping around the square.
Oh, fun.
Funsies. I lit the whole party now.
So 200 feet.
Oh, God.
That is a couple of rounds of sprinting.
Yep.
You want to try another well?
Hold on.
You have no idea where another room is.
I have no idea, yeah.
Hold on.
What about the finding water fountain? That points you in the
I
direction.
can't find one.
Mm.
Is that a background trait for the... What is it? What did he create?
Yeah.
So all my great epiphanies happen.
It's not actually going to be helpful.
So what other buildings are nearby?
There's shops, mostly around the town square.
Are there roofs I could hop to?
Given sufficient athletics checks, yeah.
Have you already made a medicine check to see what's wrong with our goddess friend?
She's comatose.
Comatose?
It's really all you can tell.
Have you made an arcana check to figure out what's wrong with this goddess of ours?
No?
I like how the possession has increased from the goddess to our goddess friend to this goddess of ours.
May I make an arcana check?
You may.
Hopefully I don't fail like I've failed everything else. Natural 20.
Hey!
So she
Good
is.
job.
PHP, please.
I have nothing to help you with athletics or speed. I checked.
Yeah, you do. You already did. Alright, inspiration.
Oh, well, yeah, but I mean, I was looking like at all the stuff I have.
least he said
I can give you a shiny chalice.
not nothing.
What is that one? That chalice.
We
Are
started
the
this
slippers
whole
a
thing
tune?
about. That'd be funny.
The spell could best
I have a
be
potion of climbing.
described as feigned death on steroids.
Do you have any more third level spell slots?
Okay.
How's your breathing?
Non-existent.
I have one.
And it's not non-existent.
You
but
could
it's
check and dispel
very
magic
close.
at it.
At what?
The spell keeping the goddess unconscious.
Feign death. So hold on,
I feel
let me
that also need
take a minute
55.
to remember
Probably.
what feign death does. Cannot talk right now.
It just makes it look like she's dead. But, she's clearly not dead because she's a goddess and she still pings as a goddess, so.
Is that on Gilligan's Island, but then they roasted Gilligan alive, but then saved him before he got roasted alive?
That seems good.
She was willingly put into the state.
Feign death on steroids.
Yeah.
They have to be
So not necessarily willingly.
Feign death is willingly. So the on steroids may be necessary to put a goddess into the state, or it could be to put an unwilling creature into the state. Or
I
it
don't
could
know. Be length of time.
be length of time. It's till you touch them again. So.
I feel like
Of steroids.
What?
A lot of steroids.
Okay, so probably an unwilling
Also, the
creature.
standard duration is an hour.
Okay.
a lot of
So-
steroids to the point where you could put an unwilling goddess into a comatose state.
Indefinite sleep.
That's a lot of steroids.
I'm
Grimum
not sure I'm strong.
would like
So
is
dispel
feeling.
magic and fish for the net 20.
Grimum is feeling very confident
we just
in his
spoke the imprisonment
abilities, and he
I know.
looks to the goddess on his shoulder, and he attempts to intimidate her awake. And I'm going to use my Nat 1 chip and instead cry and hold her close.
I was going to tell you no, because it was something you knew wouldn't work, but I'll accept it.
Alright. Should I do it?
I mean, your choice.
I'm so
It's up
sorry.
to you.
The third level spell. The other thing is, we could also take 8 hours in Luna's tiny hut and take a long rest. See if things calm down in those.
Don't think
I
it's
don't
going to
necessarily
calm
want
down.
to.
I mean, the chaos can't continue forever,
We may have unleashed it.
We did unleash it.
Yeah, we definitely.
but it still can't continue forever.
Says who?
Why not?
I mean,
eventually
the
we're
logic
gonna
of
eventually they're going to
energy.
stop around in this town square, and they're going to go somewhere else. Hopefully.
Or they'll
Unless they're bound here.
unless they're looking for the goddess.
They might come start breaking into the town hall and find the Lehman's tiny hut.
I mean, that's all stuff we'll be able to see happening.
I know.
Yeah, I
So
actually
we
really
don't
like
like
your
that.
logic there. Getting some sleep would probably help us all out in one regard or another.
I'd rather get out of here and then sleep. Like, I'd rather get out of this town and then sleep.
But how are we going to
also
get past
think there's
everything in front of
probably
us?
worse.
Can I see anything away from the town square?
Not particularly.
Okay.
Like, I'm afraid what else is being drawn in.
That's absolutely fine, but
Presuming that we didn't awaken
can
him?
we do what we're trying to do?
So we have a whole
Yeah, it's a tall order.
town square full of fae. That's beyond our pay grade. So we have. How can we run away? Is the question we're trying to answer right now. Because if we try to kill them all, we're basically going to die.
I didn't say kill them all. We can still run. I just don't necessarily want to sleep for 8 hours and then try and run.
We just pick up Damon's tiny hut and run. Nope.
Are any of the buildings 120
All right,
feet
solid
from the well?
snake.
Yes. Yes, there are buildings 120 feet or less from the well.
Okay, I can work with that.
I mean, they might be in search of the goddess, and I understand that
Or
we're
they-
trying to
so
protect her.
the-
But
Me and Lox were spawned here, not necessarily of their own accord or for a particular reason, other than there was great fear here.
Mm-hmm.
So it could be that there was a huge event happened here, which is very evident since there was a goddess unconscious on our half-orc chubby buddy's shoulders. They could just randomly be here and have nothing to do with us. They could just be here because there's a large event.
But that brings up, why did they come to the chapel when we were there?
Because we slammed the door shut. We showed ourselves to be there. Since the fight in here, there's been no real activity towards coming into the town hall.
But are we saying that they would come to the church just for the hell of it?
Probably. I think so.
Because, I mean, we also had the ravens, crows?
Yeah, the crows.
Yeah, with the crows.
Which was pretty much the only sign of life at that point. I want to figure out what they're going for, what they want.
Well,
they may not want to.
Red caps like killing people.
Quick-Ling's gotta go fast.
He's gotta go fast. So, I mean, it's pretty evident to me that they cannot track the goddess. They're just stomping around the town hall. It doesn't really look like they're in an organized way looking for a goddess.
Does anybody have...
And there's here, because magic happened here. Especially if some of these...
I mean, if you want to do Liamans, that's fine. I just don't believe that it's going to calm down enough that we can make an expeditious retreat.
Okay. However,
I could be completely wrong.
It would be a nice spell to have.
For the amount of...
Expeditious retreat, yeah.
For the amount of magic going here, you're probably right. Like, in 8 hours, it's not going to die down. It's probably not going to die down for years.
Can I see out the window?
Particularly with Faye
right
involved.
now?
Yeah.
Yes?
Can I cast Silent Image of the Goddess?
Where? How far away?
Just outside.
Where?
How far away?
Like right
It's
outside
very
the
critical when
window?
you're outside.
15, 20 feet?
In which direction?
Out the window.
Towards what
I will
building?
cast it as far away as you possibly can,
And somewhere
so that if they
not
are
there.
in fact looking for the goddess, they do not come to the town hall where we are
Yeah.
with the goddess.
Well, I was planning on trying to get it in the middle, because they won't be able to
I
figure out
mean,
where
Why
the
do you go the
middle's
opposite
several
direction?
hundred feet away from us.
Yeah.
Oh,
Why do you go the opposite direction of the well?
He doesn't have the range for it.
Right, but like, instead of going like...
So what is your range?
the range for a silent image is 60 feet. For this one, I just want to see if they're going for the goddess.
But in the off chance they are, you want to put it 60 feet away from us.
You don't want them all
Yeah.
stampeding towards us because of it.
But I mean, as soon as they stampede towards her, which if they're quicklings is going to be quick, they'll figure it out real quick.
Yeah,
I just want to see if the mass pile draws to her. And
Yes, but they're not. Fae are not dumb. Okay, there was an illusion of the goddess.
Mm-hmm.
Someone cast an illusion of the goddess.
Where?
Someone's in one of these buildings nearby. We should go search these buildings.
Or they could not care and be like, who the heck is this chick?
Yeah.
It's a 50-50 shot.
Yeah, because
I just want to figure out if they want the goddess, because that gives us a lot of information.
I think that's very critical information. We should figure it out.
I'm fairly
So
certain the
then-
red caps will at least want to go kick the shit out of her.
So then we do need to prep an action plan, if this is what we're going to do. That if they go towards the goddess, we need to do something. We need to have something in place
Is
because
there a back door?
they're going to start searching for us.
Might be a perception check or investigation if you prefer.
Well, we should
Because that's the
look
thing is,
close.
what happens if they don't go towards it, we're
It's
fine.
a 6.
Then we just know that
If they
They're
do go
not.
towards it, we need an
It's a
action
6
plan
for
instantaneously.
Investigation.
Yes.
It's a 5 investigation.
5?
5.
Are we sure it's not 4?
It's 5.
Can I get a 3?
It's
2, 1,
6
go.
minus 1.
Okay, so it's a 5. Yeah, that's sufficient. Yes, there's a back door.
Okay. Can I go peek out the back door?
You may go peek out the back door.
Okay. Do I have a stealth check? Or is that just...
No, it's not really necessary.
What do I see?
They just see you.
You see
Giant pair of eyes.
flail snail.
I love flail snails.
No, you don't actually see a flail
Giant
snail.
gelatinous cube. Doors open.
Eventually.
Door eats you.
Doors mimic.
Where did Candice go?
You see a small creature tottering around in the alley.
Is it a flump?
It's not a flump.
Then don't trust it.
Would you like to roll nature to see what it is?
I would like to roll nature to see what it is.
It's so cool.
It's a 3.
Okay, it is not a red cap.
It's not a red cap. Okay.
I can have the silent image move.
So I'm gonna quietly close the door and alert my friends that there is an alley behind us with a much smaller concentration of bad things.
Also doesn't take us to our goal, though.
Well, I mean, our goal doesn't necessarily have to be we use the well to leave the city. The goal was leave the city. The well was the first plan A, which is now surrounded by all kinds of hideous things. So I think plan B is probably a good option.
Okay, what's plan B?
Wander away from all the hideous things, maybe find another well, otherwise just go towards the city walls and climb over them.
I would rather take my chances with 300 feet of dense enemies than 1.8 miles of we don't know.
Okay.
I'm an optimist.
So what I've offered you is 300 feet of dense enemies or an alleyway with a single being that's not a red cap.
And I asked you, what is your plan after that?
Get a better idea of what is the distribution of Fae in the city right now. Are they all in the town center and everything else is abandoned still? Or are they distributed all over the city? I mean, we don't know that kind of information. We're assuming that right now. I've now identified that already just by looking at the other side of the building, the concentration went into the ground.
We don't know anything about this.
So it's true. So, good luck.
Are they all running from, like, the same direction?
I can also try to turn them. Which is everything within 30 feet of me makes a whiz save. And if it fails, has to run away for the next minute.
I mean, I don't think we should try to. It's a good option, yes. I don't think it's going to be enough to get through.
Oh, it won't
town
be.
center. But if we're just running around, turning Fae would be pretty good.
That's what my distraction would do.
What do you guys think?
I just don't want to figure out what they're trying to get, or what they're going for, if it's just us or her.
There is one behind us instead of 300 of them in front of us. We could try it on just that one.
And even
I guess
after us.
the issue I have with trying it on one is it's crawling around the back alley. Thing appears it wants to investigate. It might not necessarily be goddess.
You don't have to necessarily be like drop it in front of its face and be like surprise. You can make it like kind of,
casually put it.
you could make it try to sneak through the alleyway from some other location with plan B, and it'll see it and be like, "Oh, what's this?"
That's true. The other thing is with that, because if we put it in the mass dense of 300, they're going to behave as a giant mob. They're either going to go to her or not. With the one, we are the only creatures that aren't them in this town right now. So they might just go to her the way they'd go to us. That one might just go to her the way he'd go to us. I like it though.
I think either way, if something they see something new, they're all going to investigate it.
That's true.
The aggression with which they investigate, I think, is going to be what's telling.
I agree. I can catch that on the one.
I also can minor illusion as a cantrip. So if we aren't sure and we want a secondary being, then I can bring out just Joe Schmo from the block.
Just sure you get Joe Schmo from the block.
And see, do they investigate it the same way? Is it an aggression towards a person, or is it an aggression towards the celestial being?
Yeah.
But what if they're not going off of sight, but off of aura?
Also,
Okay, it's entirely possible.
yeah, all things we don't
Then
know.
they won't respond to her.
This is best
They won't respond to the...
They'll respond to her.
Yeah, they'll still respond to the goddess herself, they just won't respond to the illusion.
Yeah. It's purely visual.
Which gives us bad information.
Well, only if
Rather
we
than
go
no
off
information.
of that, meaning that that's definitive.
So, okay, my personally vote, there's one behind us. Let's go
Let's
back.
figure out what it is first.
Okay. I don't know what it is. It's not a cat.
Can you describe it and maybe she can make a nature check?
It is small.
It's not a red cat.
It's roughly
Not very big.
blob-sized in stature.
Big
It's
ears,
alone.
big ears, bald head, shiny eyes.
Yellow slime.
Looks greasy.
Ew.
Would I be able to know that off that? No.
Well, I mean, you could roll for it.
EC's gonna be pretty high.
You got this.
Just go look.
You know it's probably a Fae.
Yeah, can I just go look?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Ew.
Just go look.
Okay, roll.
So yay big, bulbous, and
Not 20!
Yeah, that's a boggle.
Okay.
Do you already have a chip?
No!
What do
I
boggles
used
do?
mine on some check. Hello.
So what's the deal with boggles?
So
a shit
boggles
game.
are general mischief makers.
lovely.
Uh,
Is this the first one of this kind we've seen?
yes.
Alright then.
They engage in petty pranks to amuse
How many aren't
themselves.
the people that are supposed to live here?
They excrete oil from their pores. They can make
I know.
slippery or sticky at their choice.
You
They can warp space.
I know this place of the bottles.
They can smell really well. Make me a stealth check, Daniel.
Do I have?
You have a
You have
chip.
not 20 chip.
You have a chip.
You have a you have a chip.
It's an opposed check. She can't really just hand the chip in.
Stealth?
Yeah.
This is why I wanted her to just go off the description.
You mean the mod description?
It was
She
small
rolled a nat 20 anyway.
and lob-like.
The thing is, I rolled a 3.
That's not yet, no?
I like that.
To know what it was.
So
Give me some-
Unless, you
you've
wanna
opened
go
the
for
door
it.
and you're sort of looking out at it. You're like, oh, it's a boggle. And it starts sniffing the air and it looks straight towards the door. And that's what we're gonna call it.
Thank you so much for listening to this episode of Legends from a Cramped Apartment. We ran into the boggle. Now we have to figure out how the boggle's gonna boggle with us. Until next week, go ahead and check the description to learn about where you can find us on Facebook and Twitter. You'll also see a survey that you can take, and you can find the music we used in this episode. We'll see you next week. Sincerely, the Lacka Team.